Let us take you to the sky. Let us take you very high. Let us take you to the top, to the top, to the top. Let us take you to...
Hello and welcome to the 13th episode of the Music Ladder for May. This is the first episode of the second series, I suppose you'd call it. We had our anniversary for the first year last show, so very grateful for everybody's contributions towards that one, and hopefully we can have another year just as good as the last. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to focus on something a little bit different. Normally I just pick a couple of artists and I focus on them for this particular month. What I want to do today is focus on some channels. So I want to focus on some alternative channels that are available for all the MT viewers. Ones that you may or may not know about. Some more kind of known on the site than others. But all have their merits and all are really, really good. So that's what I'm going to show you today. Okay, first up we have a couple of channels on the site that are dedicated to specific albums or specific songs. So the idea behind these channels is that they'll give you a challenge. So they'll name an album. First one that I'm looking at is MT Peppers, which, as you would guess, is named after the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's album. So I think this was originally set up by Mikey Manello, who you probably all know. And what he's done is he set up a challenge whereby he challenges you to sing songs from that album, and you can log in to that channel and post it. So it gets some really, really good results. I've seen some really, really good versions of songs. There's a couple of great versions of When I'm 64, with a little help from my friends. There's a couple of great ones there, and obviously Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. That's my favourite track on the album, but that's just my own preference. So the video I'm going to show you now is my favourite song of the channel that I've seen, and it was a post from With Nailus, and he did Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, but it's obviously in typical With Nailus or Matt Pickering, as you may know, typical Matt fashion. It's not your average version of Lucy in the Sky. So here you go.
Picture yourself in a boat on the river, with tangerine trees and marmalade skies. Somebody calls you, you answer quite slowly. A girl with kaleidoscope eyes, cellophane flowers of yellow and green, towering over your head. Look for the girl with the sun in her eyes, and she's gone.
Okay, continuing the theme, we have another one which is based on Bridge Over Troubled Water album by Simon & Garfunkel. Probably one of the best albums of all time. I think that's fairly safe to say. And again, it's the same idea as the MT Peppers, where you can go in and put in your versions of the different songs on the album, which I think is a really great idea. It gets everybody on the same page and kind of going up against each other, see who can get the best cover or the best song. So the one I'm going to play for you now is The Boxer, and this one was performed by Leo Bluesy, who's a regular on the site and a really good guy.
When I left my home and my family, I was no more than a boy, in the company of strangers, in the quiet of a railway station, running scared, laying low, seeking out the poorer quarters where the ragged people go, looking for the places only they will know. Lie la lie, lie la la la, lie la lie, lie la lie. We
also have a channel called Dylan Dare, which is basically along the same lines as MT Peppers and the Bridge Over MT, except this one, obviously, as you would guess, is a Bob Dylan challenge. So the theme here was not the album, or not a specific album from Bob Dylan, but a specific song. So Knocking on Heaven's Door is probably the most covered song of all time. It's also one of the biggest selling singles of all time, so it's obviously, you know, it's a very, very well known song. Most people do know that song, and most people love that song. So the challenge obviously is to record your own version of it and give your best shot, and then obviously, you know, it's there for everybody else to view. My favourite one, the one that I'm picking, is from Mr. Platypus, and I'd like you to have a look at this one.
Mama, take this badge off of me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. Feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Okay, next up we have a channel called the Songwriters Corner. This has been around for a while on Musicians Together, and it's a particular favourite of mine. I really like coming by and watching what these guys do. Basically what it is, it's a show where they'll set you a challenge, and the challenge will be to write a song, and usually they'll just give you a word or a title or something that you can write a song about. So the first one that I watched was the one about Unknown Country, and there was a flood of, you know, people putting in their own versions of the song and making songs with those words or about those words, Unknown Country, and that was as simple as that. You were given 2 words and they went off and they did all this creativity and created all these great songs, and it's a really, really good idea, I think, and I'm very happy to feature it. And the song that I'm going to pick, I suppose, to feature, there's obviously a particular guy on the site who we all know, Mark Halsall, and I think he did a really, really, really good effort when he wrote a song called, obviously, Unknown Country, and it was a really good song that I really appreciated, and I liked it a lot, so I thought that I'd give it to you guys here.
Two-car family seems such a small price to pay. In the land of hope and glory, home of the free and the brave. In the name of freedom, for democracy, gotta keep those shelves full of shit that we just don't need. Why do we spill our blood in an unknown country? Yeah, why do we spill our blood in an unknown country?
Lastly, we have collaborations. So this is one of my favourite things about Musicians Together, is the fact that so many artists can actually get together and do some collaborations. I think it's a really good way to take the site. I think it's something that, you know, really encourages people to get involved, and the results are often really quite good. So there's one person I feel is probably driving this, you know, particularly at the moment, which is Tony Floyd Kenna. Tony, as most of you probably know him, he runs the Facebook end of Musicians Together, and he's also very involved heavily on the site as well. So I met with Tony recently. Obviously I was going to the studio to record some songs, and Tony and Joe McKenna, who was One Man Show, they very kindly volunteered to come into the studio with me, and we got some great results. But while we were doing that, he also gave me a CD, and it was a really interesting CD, so I'm going to show it to you there so you can have a look. So this is basically the CD that Tony gave me, and pretty much it's 6 songs, but it's all collaborations that were all done through MT. So this is people that never met each other, that you know, literally online, put these pieces together, wrote songs, put all their parts together, and then the result is you get these great collaborations. I think it's a really, really good thing to do, and I think it's a really good way to go. And I think anyone that is into this kind of thing should definitely have a listen to this CD or get in touch with Tony if you're interested. For me, it's a really great idea. I would think it's something that is unique to musicians together, in that we can control and we can try and harness this creativity that's in the site. There's a lot of people here with a lot of good ideas, so it's a good thing to put them together. So I think Tony's doing a great job in terms of promoting that. There's a lot of good songs on it. My Woman Blues is great. Hey 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 is a particular favourite of mine, but the one I'm going to show you now is one that's called I'll See You on the Other Side. So this was between Tony, there is Jeff, there is Julia, and there's Ricky Leonard as well. So they all basically put their efforts into this site, created a brand new channel, and the result was this song. So have a look, and I hope you enjoy.
Close your eyes and see your dream. Your friends are with you to always sing. Now look around, it feels so good. You're not alone, it's understood. I'll see you on the other side. I don't see you today. Yeah, I'll see you in my heart inside. I'm a place where we can stay. I'll see you on the other side. I don't see you today. Yeah, I'll feel you in my heart inside. I'm a place where we can stay.
Okay, that's it for the show. I hope you enjoyed the alternative channels that are available to you on Musicians Together today. I really hope that there's going to be some more in the future. I know there is other ones there that I can't fit obviously all of them in, but I just picked some of my favourites. There's a couple like the Cohen Challenge or Crosby's Christmas Call. You should definitely check them out as well. They're definitely worth a mention. But I'm hoping that over the next while we'll get some more of these channels and different varying channels. But slightly alternative. I mean, I have my own channel, which is my music channel, and I have the Music Ladder channel as well. And there's several other people on the site that are doing this and setting up different things and different challenges, different sites. I really think it's a good thing, and I think the more that we get involved and we do it, then the better. So I highly encourage you all to try and make that effort and try and get that creativity flowing. So talk to you all again next month.
Let us take you to the sky. Let us take you very high. Let us take you to the top.